consolidation is just adding up all subsidiaries to the parent, all assets, liabilities, and others. There's an exception to this. As per the accounting principle, the cost of investment in the subsidiaries cancelled out, with the subsidiary equity. Investment turns out to be equity at the acquisition date. HFM is one of the important products used extensively post-acquisition and merger in order to align your financial statement and elements. There are other competitors. There are basically three vendors in this category. From Oracle family for IBM Financial Management, from SAP family, there's a product called SAP BPC. The SAP also have a product called BPC, Business Performance Process and Consolidation. Oracle has got two independent products, but they work together for business performance. Business, I think it's called planning and consolidation. IBM has a planning product, and IBM has a HFM consolidation product. There's another competitor we have from IBM family. IBM also has a Cognos consolidation. There are three major vendors in this area. Whatever tool you use, conventional consolidation process works in 4 steps, and it's an iterative. Step first, we collect data, consolidate, prepare it. When I say prepare may have multiple activities. Prepare could be you perform currency conversion. If you're working multiple currency, we also work on adjustment. Different kind of adjustments are required. Different kind of custom calculation is needed. Maybe you are performing quick ratio analysis or various kind of analysis. The ultimate result is reporting, and this is iterative process. As different compliances are coming up in the industry, and the business is spreading across different geographical entities, different countries and territories. More compliances are coming up. So the challenges are, as we need to design a consolidated solution across different global entities to meet different compliances. HFM essentially sits on top of ERP. This is not a rule, it's a convention. If you see the implementation around you, all the HFM projects, you would see that the underlying system is ERP. 90% of the projects you see around you where my source system is Oracle EBS. So there are basically two families. The people who are using legacy solution or the product from SAP, they would continue to use the SAP own solution, whereas the customers from Oracle family who are using Oracle EBS, PeopleSoft, JD Edwards, custom defined source where my underlying database is Oracle, they prefer to go with Oracle own family because HFM sit on top of ERP, provide various facilities, including the lower cost of implementation. So data is pulled from ERP system. We have bidirectional. We can read the two-headed arrow shows. We can not only read the data from ERP system, we can write back as well. In a subsequent release of HFM, more pre-packaged solutions are coming up, including for HR, GL, and other operational system as well. 3-tier architecture, we'll talk about this in greater detail. Depends upon what is your implementation strategy. There could be two solutions. We can implement HFM as a standalone, which is not widely used these days, or for people who like to continue to use older version of or migrate from older version of HFM. HFM older version was called Hypia Enterprise, very old. In fact, when I started my HFM working, I found this was first project, but it's a 10-year-old. There are many people are still using it, but not to the greatest extent, but they're still using it. So in order to facilitate them to migrate from enterprise to the the later release, we have a classic application. A classic application is one kind of solution. You can call them a standalone. If people like to use HFM alone to address consolidation need. I can use HFM for EPMI application. EPMI application is another kind of application where I want HFM should be part of enterprise release. When I say part of enterprise release, enterprise solution is a collection of products which is not designed for departmental, it's enterprise. HFM is not a kind of product which you use for one department, one line of business, one business vertical. It is an enterprise solution. It means if you want to implement HFM for PepsiCo, it will be implemented in the core part of finance. It won't be a subset of your solution. So when I say EPMA, it means you have a set of products. In order to highlight this, for all planning and budgeting, it would be IPM planning. All BI reporting, you may be using OBI. For OLAP solution analytical, or you may be using SPACE. For consolidation, you will be using HFM. For strategy, performance scorecard. So what it means, IPM performance scorecard. So what it means, when I say enterprise solution is like a car, my car is an enterprise solution because it's a component of, it's a collection of various components, electric, electronic, mechanical. They work together so efficiently and they work very well. So give me a one uniform view to me. When I operate my car, drive my car from a dashboard, I never feel like there are different components integrated so tightly coupled. Exactly when I offer my solution to my customer, enterprise solution customer, there are different products. They tightly couple and they give a feeling to the customer as it is the one solution. EPMA is the same thing where HFM is one of the solution enterprise family. Two kind of product we'll talk about. I will be still talking about classic application because there are still many clients who are continuing to use classic application. Their source system is not Oracle ERP. Their source system is third party. They are maybe migrating from Excel, low cost solution. They're not willing to go for such a big product stack. The cost is one of the important driving factor. So you have got various interfaces. Primarily, you can categorize two interfaces. One for your technical user, where we look it from the user adaptability point of view and business users. For business users, the favorite tool is SmartView. It's an Excel add-in. Now we need to understand our customers, the people who are going to use our product, they are not technical. They are budget administrator, planner, financial controller, financial analyst, different part of the different team from a CFO. They are not they're not technically educated. Neither you can force them to learn technology to make their job done. The moment you start doing it, people will start quitting and may not show much interest in using your solution. So in order to facilitate them, we want very little learning or no learning solution to them. If you know Excel sheet, you can start working with my solution. You don't need any additional learning. Learning is welcome but not mandatory to them. People can play around with everything, remaining a SmartView. So for them, the best solution is to give them interface in Excel sheet. That's a very popular these days. A product can be successful provided that it has a higher adaptability. There are some good products fail because the adaptability or the interface was not very good. It's called a SmartView. This is for business users. Although the SmartView is being developed these days for technical users as well, you can do currency conversion, you can do metadata management. Many activity can be done. Primarily for business users. Even if you see your users they feel a little uncomfortable, they even scared to use browser-based business user, we have a smart view. For technical user, we have an interface called workspace. Like you have a car dashboard. It's a common interface for all components. Exactly, you have workspace, one integrated interface for all products. And we have it was in older release. We do have a desktop client. Desktop client wings are cut, or you say desktop client with limited functionality. You can use desktop client as well. Workspace can do everything. The idea over here is to migrate the desktop client activity to Smart View completely and give complete power to Smart View in subsequent release. Even developers can use Smart View to modify your metadata as well. For example, your common sort of account got modified. You got new common sort of account, or you got new customer, new account, new entity, or new product. If you are a functional user, you can do on your own. You don't need an ID dependency. You can do on your own. The benefit of this process is we low down the administration cost. Lesser IT dependency, low administration cost. So Smart View is being developed to enable doing metadata management activity as well. You see this in next. It is already started and more release, subsequent release. It is being empowered. And then you have application tier. Application tier is you can divide into two different pieces. What you see on the right side, it's used in classic application. The classic application, when I say standalone, it means HFM is the one product. We need a financial management server and web server. Web server, the Fusion middleware now, the common web server. So again, the Fusion middleware has a pre-built application server, pre-built security model. Application server is your web logic. We have pre-built authentication integration with LDAP. So web server, your application server, it sits on top of Fusion middleware. Fusion middleware is a collection of all the products. Now, maybe you're working on PeopleSoft, 3D AdWords, various ERP tools. The common tier would be Fusion middleware. They stitch together into common platform so that communication can be done easily. We can low down the administration cost. Fusion middleware is not very successful as of now. It's a big, very, very huge integration. Maybe next couple of releases they will be more stable. Right now there are many errors and bugs. But HFM is part of Fusion middleware with a pre-built packaged application server, web logic server, and secure common security model for LDAP. HFM server and web server. All the business logic implementation is done through application server, financial management server. In addition to this, we have got EPMA component called application architect dimension server. This is only for EPMA in case customer opt the EPMA solution. So every time we read EPMA, just stress this word enterprise. So we would like to focus on one integrated solution. In case you're using EPMA application, you also include it. So there are one integrated solution for application server and web server, which is stitched together in a Fusion middleware, and then you have a separate component called separate in terms of process, but not in terms of look and feel, called architect dimension server. What exactly do? As we proceed further and talk about this, right now you see it gives you certain capabilities through which you can integrate your hyper different components together. And then you have a database where your business data is stored. Now, if you remember, I showed you logically HFM store data in a cross-tabular manner.